Hi, everyone. My name is Aleka Seville, and I am a consultant that supports BayREN on regional coordination and partnership building. And I just wanted to take a couple minutes to tell you guys about a new initiative that BayREN is launching called the Bay Area Resilient Libraries Network. Next slide, please. So this idea for this initiative came about when we were doing stakeholder engagement to inform our new business plan late last year. And we reached out to a lot of the local government staff that we work with to just kind of better understand their needs and how BayREN could help. And the topic of resilience hubs, community resilience centers kept coming up. So we tried to step back and sort of say, okay, what can we do as BayREN to actually advance this work? So one of the things that we did was to kind of integrate that into our new public sector program within our business plan that we hope will be approved in 2024, which is great. But we then stepped back and said, okay, between now and 2024, what can we do with our current funding and our current programs to help advance this work at the local level? So essentially, what we are hoping to do is to develop a network of local libraries throughout the Bay Area that can also function as community resilience centers. And we're taking our current municipal ZNE, ZNC funding, and we're going to be tailoring that to better serve community resilience centers and to really to basically enable our local governments to understand what they might need to upgrade these facilities for that purpose. Next slide, please. So I just wanted to go over a little bit about the benefits of participation. So BayREN does have, thank you, there's a little animation, I'll let you know. So BayREN is going to be able to fund a limited number of participants for this initiative, but we really hope that joining a network of Bay Area libraries working to improve community resilience is going to offer a lot of opportunities during the initiative to share lessons learned, but also even potentially beyond the initiative to continue working together and learning from each other. You can go to the next item. Thank you. So within this whole initiative, we're also building in some pre-application support. We want to make sure that these community resilience centers are really driven by community needs. And so we're providing some support to help applicants really engage a diverse array of partners and community members to really better understand what the local needs are and to really incentivize coordination both with other local governments, OES, their library staff, and then other community members to make sure that this is something that's really needed, urgently needed within that community. Next point, please. Thank you. So the crux of this is essentially, again, BayREN tailoring our current existing technical assistance for resilience centers. So each participant will leave the initiative with a site assessment report that outlines specific energy upgrades to improve your library building's efficiency, resilience, and your ability to provide clean air and cooling. So that's really a huge value that we feel like we can provide, and we want folks to have that be, really tailored to their needs, based on those goals that they worked with their communities to define for their center. And then I have one more item on this slide, if you want to click through, please. Thank you. And then we don't want to just hand you that report with all the upgrade recommendations. While that's important, we also wanted to kind of basically combine that with some actual tailored guidance around how to actually fund those upgrades and how to get those things done. So we're partnering with an organization called the American Society of Adaptation Professionals, ASAP for short, and they are going to actually match participants in the initiative with funding and finance experts that can help you think through based on your capacity, based on your community, based on the interest that you have in how this community resilience center should function throughout the year. They're going to identify some specific funding opportunities for you so that you will have that in hand in that report as well. Next slide, please. So this is a little bit more about the pre-application support and the initiative timeline. Please note all of this information is on our website, and then you can also feel free and welcome to contact me with any additional questions. But just quickly, the pre-application support, we're going to launch that on June 28th. That's a Tuesday with an informational workshop. So in that workshop, we'll go through all of the application process and criteria. So that should be helpful. And then directly following that, ASAP again is going to be running an equitable community engagement training. So just a note, the equitable community engagement training is geared towards local government staff, while the informational workshop is really open to both local government staff and any partners that you want to bring along that might be participating in the program. So then there's going to be opening this application period. Essentially, we wanted to give people some time in between the workshop and the application deadline. And we're going to be partnering with the Bay Area Climate Adaptation Network, BayCan, to provide some facilitation support. So if you are a BayCan member, you can work with them and they will help facilitate conversations with your community members around design for this initiative, around those Community Resilience Center goals. And then BayREN is also going to be providing a limited amount of honorarium funding for you to really compensate those individuals for their time if you are a BayCan member. We'll also have some materials available for folks who are not BayCan members to help guide those conversations. So the application is going to be due on September 30th, 2022. And then, as you can see on the right-hand side here, the network initiative timeline is essentially November 2022 through November 2023. It's going to be fun. We hope that it's going to be helpful. And really, we're hoping to learn a lot from each other in the process. We're going to be able to share those lessons learned and also help have that inform our new public sector program. So the next slide has my contact information, and it also has thank you. It also has a link to the information on the website where you can find out more information, and you could also register for both the workshop and the training. All right. Thank you guys very much.